Part 2. Verdant Wind. Garland Moon. The Chaos of War. Claude's plan to call in all Myran forces succeeds, and the Alliance army captures Fort Mercius. Before they can celebrate their victory, javelins of light rain down from the sky and destroy the fort. Forced to temporarily evacuate, the Alliance army regroups at Garreg Mach until it is ready to march on Embar, the Imperial capital.
Alright, this is taking a little bit too much. Well, anyway. But yeah, like I was saying last time, this is gonna be... It's still gonna be a longer chapter, but you guys aren't gonna see a whole lot of it. Because we did all the extra stuff.
It's almost time to invade the Imperial capital. We still don't know where Rhea is. But if she's alive, she's likely in Embar. Hopefully we manage to find her without too much trouble. I know, but if we're not careful, she'll just be whisked away again. I'm sure you must be anxious to see her again. I understand. You need to see Rhea again so you can figure out who you really are. But we're going up against Edelgard here. It won't be so simple.
Our next stop is the Imperial capital. We've sure come a long way.
What are you talking about? This is Garreg Mach. It's where we started.
I didn't mean literally, Raphael. I was speaking symbolically.
My earnest desire to protect the Alliance has carried me this far. It will not fail me. I am sure the rest of you all have your own reasons to fight as well. Of course, I understand that the fight will not end until we defeat the Empire. And now the time has arrived at long last to march on the Imperial capital and defeat the Emperor.
It really gets you thinking, doesn't it? We all come from different places and have different goals and dreams. But thanks to those two, we were all able to come together and overcome all sorts of challenges.
You are referring to Claude and the Professor, I assume. Even within our own odd group, those two are particularly unusual.
Oh, so you are aware that you're odd.
Well, that's... It was simply a figure of speech. I am speaking about Claude and the Professor right now. They're like the wind in the trees.
Huh? Claude and the Professor are? What does that even mean? And who is which?
Oh, I was just thinking that if we're the birds, then those two are like the trees and the wind. The Professor is a great tree that kindly embraces us and watches over us as we perch on its branches. And Claude is like the wind, pushing us forward as we soar across the open sky.
The metaphor about the Professor is solid, but I think Claude just blows us around on a whim. Still, we owe him a lot.
I think that's beautiful, Marianne. I can really picture it. When this war is over, I'd love to paint a picture of those two. Oh, and of all the people we've fought with as well.
You
Might
mean
be
like
there
a
a while.
historical painting? I like that. Maybe our descendants will look at it a long, long time from now.
I must say, that piques my interest. I look forward to seeing how you portray my valiant efforts.
When
By
you put
sitting
it
on the
that way,
sidelines.
we may be witnessing one of the greatest events in Fodlan's history. It's a lot of pressure, but the sense of duty I feel is even stronger than the fear.
I'm just happy to be here with all of you. I won't get scared, no matter what we face.
We have our goal. Embar, the Imperial capital. Let's get to work.
And that's that. Who's Sylvain's?
Thank you so much.
Thanks, but no. Alright. I do not believe that we have any extra... Yeah, we don't have any extra stuff. As far as this, we do have the Embar infiltration, which is pretty much the same with Hubert outside throwing meteors and whatnot. That's basically what that is. Hey, that map. Hey, there's not really too much to really worry about as far as the rest of it. Again, I'm going to just be doing a lot of stuff off screen just because there's not really a point to it being elsewhere, and our supports are at a 0 right now. I don't know if... Yeah, currently motivation's pretty high. I might just fill the rest of that up. But yeah, once again, I will pop in, we'll see the different support conversations as we go along, but otherwise, we'll meet back when we go to invade Embar. Here we go.
Ignatz, I am having a request.
Huh? For me?
Yes, only you can be helping me.
Something only I can do? That's a lot of pressure. What's it about?
I want to borrow your lens, your glasses. I have curiosity.
Oh, you want to try my glasses? All right.
I have so much gratitude. I will be trying them now.
So, Petra, what do you think?
The world appears blurred. Oh, my head feels dizzy. The danger for being sick is now very high.
What? Petra, take them off. If you lean on me that hard, I'm going to... Ah! How are you feeling?
I am feeling much better now. You have my thanks.
You're welcome? I guess you shouldn't wear glasses unless you need them.
Yes. I do not have friendliness with glasses. Like heroes' relics, only certain people can be using them.
Glasses are like heroes' relics. What a funny thing to say.
It is not for a joke. I was saying the truth. Your glasses are only for you to use. But I give thanks for you showing them to me.
Petra's always so serious. Relics, glasses. I never thought about it like that.
Did you want something, Professor Hanneman?
Ah, Lysithea. Thank you for coming. First, I ask that you allow me to apologize. I fear I hurt you with my insensitive words. I have failed you, not as a researcher, but as a human being.
I'm the one who should apologize. I'm sorry for being rude to you. Anyway, I'll keep going along with your research. I have to be on my way now.
Please, Lysithea, a moment more. I did not call you here simply to apologize. I told you once that you were an exquisite subject for my crest research. Why? Because there are no records of any other person ever having borne 2 crests.
Correct.
We cannot say anything for certain about the makeup of your body. Therefore, it seems hasty to conclude that overcoming your shortened lifespan is an impossible feat.
What is it you're implying?
Lysithea, what is my field of study?
Crestology, of course.
Indeed, and the goal of my field is to unravel every single mystery crests might conceal. Someday, I even hope to devise a means to bestow a crest upon any who desires one.
Why would you want to do such a thing?
Because I despise this world in which the presence or absence of a crest can determine a person's worth.
Huh.
However, if artificially implanting a crest causes too great a toll on the subject, it would be useless. As such, reducing the strain of crests on the human body is one of my research goals. Understanding how to implant a crest might also lead to the knowledge of how to remove them, yes?
Do you think removing a crest could mean that they won't suffer from its effects any longer?
What I am trying to tell you is, the question of whether your lifespan can be restored is entirely within the scope of my research.
Could you really do that?
It is difficult to say for sure, but as long as the possibility exists, I will continue to seek it. Lysithea, let me ask you once more. Will you assist me in my research?
Professor Hanneman, I think I'm the one who should be asking for your help, really. Anyway, I'm sick of a crest determining a person's worth, too.
Ah, is that right? Perhaps you would even like to begin studying crestology yourself. I think you would make a fantastic apprentice. A life devoted to research is a noble life, you know.
If you do manage to restore my lifespan, I'd certainly think about it.
I will hold you to those words. Ah, I see a fine future ahead of us.
Hey.
Oh, Lysithea. Something I can do for you?
Can you help me out with my shopping?
Yes, of course. You need me to carry stuff?
Actually, can you pick up some tea for me? I'd do it, but I'm drowning in work.
You're so busy you can't go shopping. Okay. Do you have a favorite kind of tea?
I'm not too picky. I just like having it around, really. Whatever's cheapest works for me. Here's some money.
One question. Why me? You don't really need my help for this.
I just thought I could lean on you a bit. You know, rather than trying to do everything on my own.
Right, I see. Well, good. I'm glad you decided to approach me. But for this particular task, you might be better off doing it yourself.
Oh?
There are so many different kinds of tea, and I'm not very discerning. Well, what if I get you one you don't like? When I do my own shopping, I pick a tea at random. Otherwise, I'd be paralyzed by all the choices. It's the same with food. Sometimes I stare and stare at the options and never decide.
You look like you were doing just fine when you went to get groceries the other day.
I really had to push myself to do that alone. I don't think I can do that again. Sorry.
Uh-huh. So, you've stopped trying to do things on your own, then?
Yeah. Still, though. For today, how about you have some of my tea? If that'll do.
Sounds nice, sure. Do you mind brewing mine while you're at it?
Okay. Though I can't do it as skillfully as Lawrence, I'm afraid. I'll get it ready right away. Feel free to start focusing on your work. What?
I mean, you seem plenty reliable to me.
I do. Really? How so?
You're fun, you're easy to be around, and you rarely complain when you help others.
Well, I'm just pouring you some tea. I'm not sure that qualifies as help.
It's not easy for me to rely on people, but with you, it's different.
Well, there aren't many things I can do, frankly. What I can do, I will do. So if you need anything, ask me, and I'll try to help.
You really are unreliable, as it turns out. Guess I'll just have to take your word for it.
Aha, Lysithea. It's wrong to tease, yet I can hardly help myself. I know a secret. Your secret, in fact.
I think you mean a baseless rumor. Why are you wasting your time? And mine, for that matter.
Well, it's a secret that could completely overturn what is considered common knowledge in crest research.
Shut your mouth! Just... Let's go talk somewhere other than here. Okay, where did you hear about it?
There was a sort of accident in Professor Hanneman's room.
I should have figured. You haven't told anyone, have you?
Of course not. If someone else were to learn you have 2 crests, I might lose you as a test subject.
Please stop talking so loudly. So what if I have 2 crests? If you insist on speaking of it, please do so quietly.
My intuition was correct. You do have 2 crests.
Wait, what? Did you just trick me?
Trick is such a strong word. I think of it as testing a hypothesis. The truth is, I simply made an educated guess.
Well, now that I've confirmed it for you, there's not much I can do.
I disagree. For example, you could tell me if you were born with them, or is the source magical? What does it feel like to use both crests at the same time? Is it pleasant, painful, euphoric?
Enough is enough! I am done talking about this. As though I'd speak of this to the likes of you.
I understand her desire for privacy, but to refuse my request for knowledge? It's, well, it's rude.
You're looking pretty tired, Linhardt. I think you could use a little more of the fighting spirit.
I believe you have enough fighting spirit for the both of us.
Enough? There's no such thing. You need as much as you can get if you're gonna train.
I'd rather pace myself. You're becoming too much like your father. I still recall with startling clarity the time he forced me to do some training.
Ha! I remember your father wasn't too happy about that. Our fathers actually got into a fight over it.
They hate each other so much. They're likely still bickering away in the Empire.
I wish they'd just have it out already. One big fight to settle things. My father would win, obviously, but it would still be fun to watch.
That would be rather cruel. I don't think anyone in Fodlan could beat up your father. My father does have the height advantage, though.
Height advantage? What does that matter?
When 2 opponents are of similar strength, the one with the height advantage wins. It's pure math.
Whoever forces the other to submit wins. That's how fighting works. It has nothing to do with height.
Brute strength alone doesn't decide a fight. And taller people have longer limbs, too. Longer limbs equates to a longer reach. Taller people can hit you from farther away. Oh, and they have more leg strength. There's also that... Well, I'm bored explaining this. I think you get my point.
No, I don't get it. Now you're talking about limb length and reach? None of that matters when you're up close and brawling.
You know, I'm going to agree with you just so I don't have to keep talking.
If you've got something else to say, then come out and say it. Actually, no, forget this. I'll prove it to you myself. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've grown a lot these last few years. I'm gonna find the tallest mercenary out there and fight him just to prove my point.
And off he goes.
Oh, they're all so strong, I couldn't land a single blow.
So it's as I said then, isn't it? The tallest fighter has the advantage, and my father could beat yours in a fight.
Linhardt, I have been waiting for much time. Please, watch me.
Watch what, Petra? Whoa! Hey, careful with that spear!
How did you find that? I did more training.
Ah, you took my advice then. I will say the problematic maneuver seems improved at least.
At least? It is still no good?
The spear isn't really my area of expertise, but I've seen enough training to understand the mechanics. I believe I can use that understanding to further help you improve your spear work.
My spear work?
Right. As I said, when you lift up and stab down, the momentum is ruined. You're trying to swing like a giant. You're not a giant, so that's a problem. So allow the spear's own momentum to do more of the hard work for you.
Spear momentum.
The spear is heavy. When you lift it up high, loosen your grip a little.
At the top of my swing, loosen my grip. And then the weight will carry it down?
Precisely. When you put too much power into it, not only do you exhaust your grip, you tire yourself out. Got it? All that effort is taking its toll on me.
You are very clever. I wonder why you have hatred for training.
Because training is too much like fighting, and I'd really rather not fight. Also, I find training terribly dull. Anyway, good night.
He does not use his cleverness. It is a very big waste. I want you to use your power, Linhardt.
Alright. Actually, before I do anything, I want to make sure everyone's stuff is good to go. I did change Byleth to a War Master. This right here makes him a bit OP. Just saying. So, I'm leaving that. Honestly, I've been doing a lot more fist fighting than actual sword fighting. But this does pair up with the 20 crit, so he gets extra 30 crit with swords. Yeah, kind of makes him a bit ridiculous. I have been trying to work on his brawling, so I could get that to an S. He's getting closer to it. But he's still got to go through A+, so nothing too crazy. Yeah, the least level skills are C, and then it's C+, then Reason is B, and then Brawling and Faith are A. So, there's that. I don't think... Yeah, there's not really anything I've done differently with him. He's gotten pretty good with the sword. He's almost to an A, so he could almost use that sword that's got his crest on it. I will say though, look at Byleth's stats. 51 strength and 51 charm. Good grief, dude. Yeah, he pretty much kills everything now without even trying. Not that he didn't do that before, but with the Killer Knuckles plus 20 crit, he has like an 80+% chance of critting all the time, so yeah. This does increase crit a little bit, but this increases crit by 30, and then by 20, so he automatically, without even calculating luck, has an extra 50 chance of crit. It's insane. For Constance, she actually did master Warlock, so we're gonna have her be a Dromary.
I shall not disappoint.
Well, I don't think you will. I did give her Transmute, which is a Dark Flyer ability when you master it. I did give her also Alert Stance, so she is a lot better off, and she also knows Agnia's Arrow now. So that's the most powerful version of any black magic. So it's not bad at all. Fimbulventor's pretty good, but she also does have bolting. She's pretty decent. I've been trying to use her more often. I did switch her to a Dark Knight. It did sincerely help her a lot. She's gotten a lot more dex out of it. She's gotten a little bit more speed as well, and defense. So it wasn't the worst idea to actually turn her into a Dark Knight. And she also gets Dark Tone Flare, so she's able to get extra damage to her attacks, which is very helpful. There's also Bowbreaker, but I don't think I'd be using her that much in that regard. I typically... Well, this is for battalions getting low, not her own health. She doesn't really need this anymore. But she also doesn't really need this other stuff. So, I guess it's fine. As you saw, I brought Hanneman along quite a bit. He hasn't mastered Mage, but I was just trying to get him and Lysithia's support level up pretty high. I did get it to an A, so there is that. Leonie's gotten close. Yeah, she's closer to an A rank with a bow than... well, no, he's actually closer. But regardless, both of them have gotten pretty good. I'm trying to remember... Oh yeah, Balthus, I changed him to a War Master as well. I mean, there's not really much going on with this. This does play a little bit more. I don't think he ever needs Draining Blow. Let's do Rushing Blow, in case he actually does do it. In case I actually do use it. You're fine. But yeah, I just wanted to show those off real quick because honestly, there's not much else that I'm going to be doing. I am going to go in for one last explore to get everyone's motivation up. But we are about to invade Embar, and there's this stuff, but it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of show that off real quick, because honestly, there's just so much stuff. I don't remember all of what I have and haven't shown. It's kind of crazy at this point. But yeah, see you guys in just a sec.
What an interesting way of looking at life. Ah, it is you. Just at the right time. There is something I wanted to discuss. Something about you. I am starting to believe that you are a true hero. You hold the Lost Crest, you wield the sword of the Creator, and you lead everyone in battle against great enemies. Not only that, but you are a strategist. You stand alongside rulers, supporting them, advising them. You do not seem particularly ambitious, and yet you accomplish so much. I am amazed that you can say so. I have been reading about the history of Fargus, you know. The kingdom's founder, Lug, the king of lions, had 2 advisors. One of them was Pan, the undesiring strategist. According to historical records, Pan wanted nothing for himself. He devoted himself entirely to Lug. He had tremendous power, but he never seemed concerned about his legacy. So in the old chronicles, there is hardly any mention of Pan's deeds. All that we know is that he helped Lug, his friend and leader. It is not surprising that you have never heard of him. I did not even know his name until recently. But when I watch how you conduct yourself, I feel that I am seeing the unknown deeds of Pan. It is only a thought, of course, but it makes me feel rather happy. Even if it is not in the pages of a history book, a life can be full of achievement. I know that I will never prevail over Edelgard. Even if I defeat her on the battlefield, I am what I am. Like you and this undesiring strategist, I will do what I am called to do, even if no mark of me remains in the history books.
Alright. So in between I did a couple of things. I did get the final support between Byleth and Lauren. Well, Ferdinand, not Lawrence. So honestly the only... I've unlocked an A with those. It to. It's just I never bothered to use them, so I didn't get it any further. As you can see, we missed the opportunity to deepen this. We'll do that when we do Black Eagles. And we've almost gotten Bernadetta A rank, so I'll probably be working on that with her as an adjuvant. But yeah, we've pretty much seen every possible bond that Byleth can have, with the exception of S ranks. We did see Lysithia's last time. I think I've picked who I'm going to pick for the S rank this time. But honestly, we'll see. The only ones we've missed is Linhardt. I've done it with the female, not the male version of Byleth, but it is the A rank anyway. But it's not much of anything going on here. But Embar infiltration. Let's get this party started. Because it's not really a party, but yeah.
After making preparations at Garreg Mach, the Alliance army marches to Embar, the Imperial capital. In response to the Alliance's movements, Emperor Edelgard orders her trusted retainer, Hubert, as well as the Death Knight, to the front lines to meet the Alliance army head-on. The two forces clash in the city streets.
Hi, kitty.
There it is. Embar. The Imperial capital and the largest city in all of Fodlan.
It's not just big. This city was designed to protect the castle where the Emperor lives. It's as though the city itself is a massive stronghold.
They surely noticed us approaching some time ago, and yet...
Our scouts confirm the citizens haven't been evacuated. They're being kept in town.
I've got to hand it to Her Imperial Majesty. Using her citizens as a shield to protect the castle takes some resolve.
I suspect those mages will be lurking within as well.
Troops deployed to other areas are also returning. If we don't conquer the city quickly, things will get complicated fast.
We can't search until we conquer the city. Let's focus on the fight for now.
Lady Rhea, please be safe.
We've kept the Empire waiting long enough. Onward!
Alright. So, as far as this is concerned, this shouldn't be too difficult. I don't see this really taking that long. I really don't. This whole mess is going to be pretty simple. Alright. Like last time, Hubert's back here. He honestly doesn't have a whole lot. He's got a lot of miasma because of the personal skill that he's got on, which is dark magic times 4. It's a enemy only thing. You can't ever get it yourself, but it just essentially is them making sure that you don't like try to get him to use both of his black magics, and he's completely gone of magic using. But genuinely, if you can't beat him before he uses all 4 of them, there's something wrong. He's not difficult. Like last time, we are entering Embar, but instead of being down here completely, we're split off into 2 groups. And Petra's not over here anymore, like she was last time. But because she's with us. We do have a group of people here, and we have our group of people here. There are treasure chests here. There's the one closest to us here, and then there's the one down here where this Agarthian soldier is. It's not too bad. As far as who we're taking, I'm not taking Ferdinand. Gosh, no. I am going to bring Ash, so he can just go unlock those chests and I don't have to worry about it. I am going to have Ash, because it's right there. Yeah. So we'll kind of maneuver some people around over there. Everybody over here. Honestly, I think it's fine. Do I have... I don't think I... No, I just have door keys. I guess I... do they actually sell chest keys here? I would assume so.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
That way I don't have to worry about buying them anymore. Because it's a pain to buy them. That's why. But I'll have her head over there. Also, I don't know why I thought the lamppost shield dealt with the air unit weakness. It says cavalry, so if she was a paladin, that would be a different story, but she's not. Sorry about that. Don't know why I thought that. As far as the adjutants... Oh yeah, I also finally gave Ash a battalion. I forgot about it again last chapter. I don't know why. But that was a thing. But he finally does have one. Adjutant-wise, I want to say, since the only other person he's yet to have an A rank with is Bernadetta, let's go ahead and bring her as Byleth. Lysithia, I want you to have Linhart, because I want to have that A rank. And how about you have Balthus with you? Alright, I think that's good. It's weird because I have so many flyers this time around, because I changed Marianne to a Dart Flyer. Leonie, Claude are flyers. Caspar is a flyer. Cyril is a flyer. It's like, good grief. A lot of flyers. Defeat all enemy commanders, and then Byleth or Claude falling.
We were told Hubert would be leading the enemy forces, but the Death Knight's also with them. We'll have to take care of both of them, but we won't have time to mop up all the enemy units. We'll have to split up and take them on at the same time, or risk being overrun by their reinforcements.
It's here! The Crest of Flames banner! There, on the other side of the canal!
Uninvited guests, I see. Let's ensure they receive a warm welcome. Ready the artillery.
Prepare to attack.
Rocks, arrows, magic. Rain death upon the enemy until they are silent as the grave. Reinforcements will fly in shortly.
Defend the heavy weapons until they arrive.
He's talking about those. 3 different
What's my
artillery
strategy?
units. It's really nothing, honestly.
I will
We
prevail.
didn't need that.
Let's make this quick.
She still has the range, and she has better movement as a Savage, so this just makes her a lot more lethal.
Battle does have its benefits.
At the ready.
Oh, just that. Alright. Really, Claude? Really? Why'd you let him do that? Gosh. He's almost got an S rank on his authority and flying. Let's do that.
My orders?
I'll do my best.
Sorry.
Now, for this side, don't need
Sunshine.
too much. Can I take care of the... Yeah, I can.
My joke of a life drags on.
Oh my gosh. Depressing.
Let's go.
I'm always thrown back because I always tend to use her when it's foggy or something, so she's not depressing as all get out. Oh gosh. Anyway.
No way I can lose here.
Yeah, I gotta say, changing him into a Wyvern Lord is probably one of the better classes for him, because he gets the strength that he lacks so much as being an archer or a sniper, and he still gets a good amount of dex and speed, and he gets a good bit of defense, so that's one of the best things for him. Also, Caspar is really good as a dragon rider, well, Wyvern rider as well, because he gets that strength he lacks, like he did in our playthrough of the Blue Lions. Ah, gosh, that's not great. Even using the Hauteclair doesn't do a whole lot. Oh, that's Garbo.
I'd be honored.
In the name of justice.
Get that. He's got a while before he masters Assassin because of just how little he's actually used it. But how little he's been in battle. Yeah, let's go ahead and... Oh, okay. I didn't think he would crit with a 7, but alright. That works. Maybe I should have given him
always depend on
yeah, I could have gotten rid of
Why not?
Smasher, the healing, not healing, but the exhaustive strike. Wild abandon is what it is. Gosh.
I'm getting used to this.
I want to use her Well, actually, yeah, I could use her warp and have oh, what's her name? It's not Candace, is it? No, it's not. What's her name? Use rescue. Gosh, so many people have so many different. There's so many different people. It's just trying to remember them all.
I've got no time for mercy.
And leaf blowers. I'm sorry if you hear that. They seriously, it's always on this specific day of the week. They always like have leaf blowers going for hours. So. Not much I can do about that. Alright. Lysithia. I'm gonna have Sothis' shield go up. That way everybody can get some resistance here. Dude. That's not a lot of damage, and I love that. Alright. 45 HP is not a whole lot. And that's rank 2 of its health. Yeah. Move out that way. We're gonna have this. Because I want to knock that barrier off.
It's within my grasp.
That gives us Umbra Steel. That's good. Yeah, no, I'm not having you do
Yes! Now there's a way forward.
I am gonna dismount. That way, trouble isn't gonna be everywhere in that. That's everybody though. I'm concerned about that. I don't know if that's gonna end up being something that's gonna be real bad or what. Alright.
You're in my way.
Gonna let him go ahead and do a ton of damage.
That's what you get.
Now, I do want to see this before I actually... I could possibly take him out. And we could also just finish you off. Sorry, Ash, you're gonna have to wait for a sec. That, and it's a little bit too dangerous currently.
I assume a stray arrow finished it.
I've been waiting for you.
Well, I'm sure you have been.
No use.
Oh yeah, I forgot to put the crit on her. Okay, good.
I'll show you.
No way I can lose here.
Yeah, I figured that. However, that...
Too easy.
Okay, I was gonna say. And that's with the resistance. The ward that I put up was so with this shield. Good grief.
Alright, who's next?
I wish she would have done that sooner, but I guess that would have made it a little bit more difficult for her if the warrior decided to have his bit of fun there. Alright. I do think Leone is in trouble, though.
So close. Too easy. Hold the grudge if you must. A fitting outcome.
There we go.
Good fuel for a scheme.
Rally Charm isn't all that good, though. The rally abilities themselves, I've never seen very useful. That's just me. I'm sure there are some good strategies used with them. I just never do. I just never use those kinds of stratagems. It's just kind of not my cup of tea at all. Alright, I do need to heal Leone. Also, that's the reason I gave Marianne the Dark Flyer class, because she can go do that and then peace out. It's made her a lot more of a viable healer.
How about a curtsy?
Alright, I think it's okay to do it now. We're gonna warp you. Have you unlock this. An Axe of Zoltan. Yeah, that's definitely not good. What if she did use a bolting on one of them? She can't take him out. Yeah, she can't take either of them out. Well... I'm not letting you hit Ash. Good grief. That... It's constant. It's not...
Movement enough,
Golly.
I suppose.
Hot Claire.
Big win.
So he's gotten rid of that. So she can't quite get anybody.
You lost that one.
And she's close to having an S+ rank in Dark Magic. Golly. Yeah, that's not happening right now.
We'll cover you.
I have a plan.
Have that wave attack. Now, I don't think that it's going to be a problem if I do this. 74% chance of a crit. That's why. A rushing blow. No, we're doing this.
Allow me to demonstrate.
To kill, to die, to know one without the other would be maddening.
Again, this is one of those weird moments where the game doesn't just immediately do it. You have to press the A button. I don't know why this is a thing, but yeah.
Maybe this'll help me keep steady.
Maybe.
Okay, just Hubert left to deal with.
We are taking heavy losses. We need more troops.
But if it was something you didn't know previously, 50 is the max base stat. The reason why he has 52 and 51 natural is because of the statues we restored. It increases the base by 5, so he's able to get to 55 strength and charm with just his normal abilities. No. And that goes for everybody.
We're all desperate, aren't we?
Not just Byleth, so. That is reinforcements,
The first
though.
wave of reinforcements is here. It will not be long until the next.
Reinforcements? That was quick. We can't hang around or they'll just keep coming. We'll have to capture the artillery. We can turn them against their reinforcements.
Yeah, they get 2 monsters and 5 Pegasus per, I think, 2 turns. It's something insane. It's there to push you to finish them out. They don't want you hanging out. You could technically, if you use a lot of magic users, or if you want to be using, if you have a lot of weapons to do it, you could just keep fighting until you're just done to grind. But if you're doing a lot of auxiliary fights, there's not really a point to it. Your characters are probably overpowered like this anyway, to where they can take these hits and they would be fine. Or just dodge them like a boss. That too. I think the recommended level for this was like level 38 or 39, but everyone that I'm using in this, with maybe the exception of Ash, they're all above it. By quite a bit too. Yeah, Ash is the only one below it. And it shows. He's not doing a whole lot of damage. I don't want to go that way because of the monsters. Although she is a draw for them. I don't want her to be the target of them. Especially when she's she could be practically by herself. Let's get bolting going.
Imagine being defeated by me.
We'll have you take him out.
You're all going down.
No. What I can do... that's what I get for pressing the A button so quickly. I'm gonna get you silenced. I don't need you casting Death or Banshee or any of that. And we'll just use a silver bow.
That's what you get.
Alright, we're gonna have you hang out over here, do a healing focus. Oh, it's a one-time use. Alright. You are gonna take him out.
Witness frigid pride.
So all the ballista, all the people using the ballista or whatever, they're nothing. Actually, her being in here is going to be the best bet. Just go ahead and take care of it.
I fought and won.
That's weird. Why did it not just fall over? It just... that was weird. Well, he ain't too happy. Oh no, he's going after Leone. That's not good. That was cool. Like, I wish I got a better angle on that counterattack, but that counterattack looked cool.
Does have its benefits.
Yeah. They're going after Leone, no!
Next try.
Alright. She is gonna mount her Pegasus. Actually, it'd be better to do this.
I'm not dying here.
And have her fly this way.
Thank you.
get him out of there.
Her enemies are my enemies.
This works.
This better work.
I've got no time for mercy.
You can't be too skilled.
That is correct. Not doing that. I am doing this. No need your healing.
My heart burns with pride.
Gambit wise.
My contribution.
Pull out all the stops.
So close. Oh, you know what? I should have made sure those were lined up. Oh well. But yeah, 94 crit. Sword crit plus 20 crit. The keyhole Wyvern Co. And the best value is 49. This gives you plus 10 crit as well. So. Jeez. That 94 is with the plus 10 crit off the weapon. But, yeah.
We have reinforcements coming in from another direction. Deploy them as soon as they arrive.
Okay, so it's like every 3 turns. Well, that happened. Kind of failed on actually doing anything significant there, sir. This might just be the end of the map here. Just saying, if I actually pull that off.
Witness frigid pride.
Actually, does her... Yeah, she does more damage with other stuff.
That helps.
Get that.
They were sure to perish.
The damage and the range that she can do is insane. And the crazy thing is it's better when it's cloudy or she's in buildings because of her personal talent. It's insane.
I'll help too. Fine, how about this?
Just the one shot on that. I know it wasn't entirely the sense of a one shot, but you know, the spirit of it's there. How about you be quiet?
I should have disposed of you a long time ago. I will rectify that failure here.
Oh. Sorry. You're dead.
Here is something to believe in.
Again, that's why I said this is gonna be the end of the map. Because of that.
Victory is everything.
So much for Hubert being a great general. He did a really dumb thing. Even I wouldn't do that. It's like, oh, you can counterattack and you got high crit. No thanks. I kind of love how you can bait that, but it also makes it just so unfun.
Well done, everyone. Now we can break through into Embar. We need to hurry up and attack the palace to block Edelgard's movements.
Oh boy. Yeah, that was a thing. Cyril's motivation's maxed out. But... okay. Okay, this is still after battle.
Why, thank you so much.
We've made it this far. Somehow. Edelgard is probably looking down on us from somewhere in that castle.
I wonder if she's panicking or just smiling smugly.
From this point on, she'll be giving it her all too. Expect her to be tougher than the last time we fought. This battle will settle things once and for all. We'll attack as soon as everyone is ready. Huh? Is that you, Dedu?
I heard the Alliance's army had entered the city. I've been searching for you ever since. I arrived not long after the battle at Gronder Field. I am here to kill Edelgard.
Well, if you want to fight alongside us, we'd be more than happy to have you.
We fight for different objectives. I swore to offer Edelgard's head to His Highness. But, should I fail, I will have no choice but to entrust that mission to you. This is the information I have gathered during my time in hiding here. It includes details about the inside of the castle.
I appreciate this, but what do you plan to do? Don't tell me you plan to go alone.
I've done what I came here to do. Farewell.
Hey! Wait! He's gone. He's just as hard to understand as his liege was. The time has finally come, my friend. Once we win this fight, the Empire will fall. The subject is heavy on my mind. Odd as it sounds, I believe the forces responsible for destroying Fodlan are also responsible for protecting the livelihood of its citizens. Everything, even the land itself, has been harmed by the chaos of war. Restoring it will be no easy feat. To do that, the first thing we need to think about is a new ruling system for all of Fodlan. think that would work. The western half of the continent has little connection to the Alliance. Any attempt to force dominion on them would breed rebellion. The world would slide back into war once again. Even if the Alliance lords and any remaining influential nobles were to divide up dominion of all of Fodlan, they would simply pursue their own interests. Another war would be inevitable. That's why there needs to be a powerful ruler who stands above them all and unifies Fodlan as one nation. If it means I can lead Fodlan to a better future, I wouldn't mind that at all. My dreams await in a future where Fodlan is no longer ravaged by war. There are things I want to see with you someday. I'll keep thinking about the best way to achieve that goal. Whatever we decide to do, we can't do it until we defeat the Empire. Fodlan can't welcome a new dawn until we win the war. Let's prepare as best we can.
And that's the end of the chapter. I tried to think of it as Byleth not wanting to be a leader. That's why I kind of picked the options in that regard. But that's it for Chapter 19. Chapter 20 is going to be just the fight with you and Edelgard. So that's going to be a thing. I'm going to pretty much go from this and straight to recording that. So hopefully, since I'll have more of this file, more of this done, I can keep going till the end. Because there's not too much left after this chapter. After chapter 20, there's a couple of more chapters. But they're really interesting. So I'll leave it there, and in the next one we'll go fight Edelgard. Later.
What a